Sorrow During a Clear Autumn by Li Bai. The Lament of Autumn was written before Li Bai was summoned to Chang'an. According to Zhan Ying's Chronology of Li Bai's poems and writings, this piece was composed in the second year of the Qianyuan era, 759. In Li Bai's letter to the prefect of Anzhu Pei, he mentions, "Thus I drew my sword and left the country, bidding farewell to my family and traveling far. I ventured south to Kangwu and crossed the Eastern Sea." This indicates that he had visited Yongzhou and climbed Mount Juyi, also known as Kangwu Mountain. This composition was created during his ascent of Mount Juyi. The Lament of Autumn describes the autumn scenery around Mount Juyi and expresses Li Bai's frustration with his unrecognized talents. The piece advances through the interplay of shifting landscapes, the passage of time, and evolving thoughts. The composition begins with the poet climbing the mountain. In the clear autumn season, as he ascends Mount Juyi and looks around, he sees a vast expanse of autumn scenery. As the sun sets and the autumn moon rises, his emotions surge with the changing landscape. When the autumn wind blows and the tranquil night deepens, his feelings of loneliness and melancholy transform into thoughts of unfulfilled ambitions. These contemplations gradually turn into hatred for human wickedness and disdain for the dark society, culminating in the poet's cry, "I shall return, for the world is untrustworthy. I will gather herbs in the Peng Hill." At this point, the song abruptly ends. I climb the hills of Chu-Yi. Oh, I look at the clear streams a long way off. I see distinctly the three branches of the Xiang River. I hear the sound of its swift current. The water flows coldly. It is on its way to the lake. The horizontal autumn clouds hide the sky. I go by the bird's path. I calculate the distance to my old home. Oh, I do not know how many thousand li it is from Qing to Wu. It is the hour of the western brightness, of the half-round sun. The dazzle on the island is about to disappear. The smooth lake is brilliantly white. From the moon? Over the lake, the moon is rising. I think of the moment of meeting, the long stretch of time before it. I think of misty Yen and gaze at Yue. The lotus flowers have fallen. Oh! The river is the color of autumn. The wind passes. The night is endless. I would go to the end of the dark sea. How eagerly I desire this. I think much of fishing for a leviathan from the island of the cold sea. There is no rod long enough to raise it. I yield to the great waves, and my sorrow is increased. I will return. I will go home. Oh, even for a little time, one cannot rely upon the world. I long to pick the immortal herbs on the hill of Peng.
登九夷西望青川，见三湘之潺湲。水流寒以归海，云横秋而蔽天。余以鸟道寄于故乡兮，不知去经无之几千。于是夕阳半归，应岛欲没。乘湖恋明，遥海上月。念佳期之浩荡，渺怀燕而望月。荷花落兮江色秋，风袅袅兮夜悠悠。林琼明已有限，思调遨于沧洲。无休干以一举，抚洪波而增忧。归去来兮，人间不可以脱节，吾将采药于蓬丘。